Hello everyone and welcome to 5 Minutes to Product. Today we will talk about 5 things that you can do to develop critical thinking. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to develop solutions to challenges quicker and better than everyone else? Why can some get to the bottom of a user challenge and set up a sound strategy for execution with so much ease? What makes them different? Is it their intelligence, their personality, their luck, or is there something else? I believe the answer is that they have something that many people lack, which is critical thinking skills. Critical thinking is the ability to question, analyze, and evaluate information and ideas, as well as to think creatively and rationally to solve problems. It's one of the most important skills for a product manager, as it helps us deal with a lot of complexity and uncertainty of data, feedback, user journeys, as well as the business dynamics and environment in which we operate. Critical thinking is a form of directed, problem-focused solving in which the individual tests ideas or possible solutions for errors or drawbacks. It is essential for such activities as examining the validity of a hypothesis that you will do quite a bit, or interpreting the meaning of research results. As we'll learn, interpreting research, for example, is one thing that you'll need to do really well and learn to do very early in your career. Applying critical thinking to research will make a difference between building a faster horse versus actually creating a car. Now, critical thinking involves learning and applying psychological concepts, being open-minded, flexible, persistent, and most importantly, willing to admit your errors or find errors in prior thinking. Critical thinking also requires being aware of one's assumptions, biases, fallacies in arguments or information, and most importantly, avoiding emotional or irrational thinking that will be creeping in. Let's look at some areas where critical thinking makes a big difference. First, critical thinking is important for your personal success. Making better decisions, solving problems, and achieving goals consistently puts you as a product manager in a very advantaged position to deliver sound strategy, messaging, and priorities to your team. That is something that will elevate the trust in your capability to judge the environment in which you operate correctly. And it's extremely important to build a solid following. Critical thinking is important to help you narrow focus on what is truly important to solve a user need, while being also able to recognize your biases, adopt to diverse perspectives, and discern cues that your own emotions contribute to the decision making. Finally, critical thinking helps you unblock stale situations. For example, resolve conflict and cut to the essence of why you or your teams and partners are stuck. You'll have to deal with those stale situations quite a bit during the product development process, since everyone will have to deal with extreme levels of uncertainty that require critical thinking skills to go over. Now, let's look at 5 ways that can help you develop critical thinking as a skill. First, ask questions and practice evidence discovery to support claims or conclusions. Try to not take things for granted. Spend time getting to the bottom of the new information you're receiving. Second, compare and contrast different perspectives or viewpoints on a topic. Try to find ways to speak with people who are outside your own information circle. It's easy to find yourself in a bubble, so be aware of that. It's also often uncomfortable to go and speak with people whom you might believe you will disagree with. Yet, this is one crucial way to train critical thinking. Third is to invest in training yourself to identify your biases and common assumptions you make about the world around you. Reflect on your own thinking process, get to know yourself through observing patterns in your flow of thoughts. Fourth is learn and apply principles of logic and reasoning to evaluate arguments or solve problems. Discover and learn about concepts as non-contradiction, identity, and excluded middle. And fifth, the last, seek mentorship and have a sparring partner who can challenge your approach to thinking. Mentorships are a gift, and with the right mentor, you will shortcut your path to becoming a master of critical thinking. Critical thinking, paired with other skills such as curiosity and empathy, form the core of what you need on the path to becoming a successful product builder. Train your skills and solve the unsolved.